The aftermath of Hurricane Beryl has taken a toll on many families across the Houston area. Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston recognizes the need for support as people work to rebuild and recover. Joining us live this morning to talk more about the mental health resources the organization provides and tips for coping after the storm is Anna Gonzalez, Director of Counseling Services for Catholic Charities. Anna, good morning. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Good morning.
I know it's really trying times. You know, we're seeing the forecast, more storms coming in. This is going to make it more difficult for people to continue to get back up on their feet. So with that said, talk to us about the different services, the counseling resources you have available for people in need.
Yes, so we have individual or face-to-face counseling services. We also have virtual services throughout the Harris County, Fort Bend area. Of course, if you live outside of any of those counties, we definitely can provide you with virtual counseling services.
Anna, is there a cost associated to use these services?
Our services are provided on a sliding scale fee. And so I think the max is something like $125 and the minimum could be possibly $5 or less, depending on an individual's income.
And if you're in need or if you know someone who is in need, what's the best way to contact Catholic Charities?
Yeah, so the best way to contact us is through our website, catholiccharities.org. If you can call us directly at 713-874-6590.
And during these difficult times, we often, talk to you guys about your resources and the different ways you can help the community, those in need. And I want to remind folks, with that said, you do not have to be Catholic to benefit from these services. Is that correct?
That's correct. We can provide services to anyone in the community who is in need. So regardless of anyone's religious beliefs.
The need, let's talk a little more about that. What is the need you're seeing right now from the greater Houston area, those impacted by Hurricane Beryl?
Well, I think one of the needs that's taking place is just everyone's the stress level that's taking place throughout the community, right? And then acknowledging and being aware of the stress that we have going on in our minds, right? And so stress affects both our minds and our body. And I think that's something that we forget. We have a tendency to just kind of move on and press on. And so that has a tendency then to affect us in other areas of our lives. And so that's something that we're seeing over and over again is people's stress level, and then people not taking the opportunity to kind of do a regular mental health check throughout the day. How am I doing? How am I feeling today? Maybe taking some time to deep breathe, do some deep breathing. I think we call it the box. So you breathe in for 4 and you exhale for 4. And those kinds of things really help. We think, oh, that doesn't help. It's just something that's not what I need. But right now, I really feel like with so much stress that we're under, with disaster after disaster, individuals really need to take time to take care of their mental health, because again, that affects other aspects of our lives.
Yeah, that's a really great point. A good reminder. So often when we experience these types of disasters, it's easy for us to run off adrenaline and to go and not take care of ourselves, and to identify the need and recognize that need changes with time is okay. It's okay. And it's okay whether you're post 10 days or post 20 days to realize, hey, you know what? I should get help. I need help. I need to talk to someone. That's okay. That's what you're here for.
Correct. Yeah, I need some downtime, right?
Yeah.
I need some time to kind of step away from my day-to-day life. And I know for some people that's difficult to do, but really doing that anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes a day demonstrates that it helps. So it's something that we can do for ourselves now. It's not something that we have to wait and do. I think even just the regular storms right now, because of the flooding that takes place, create stress for people. You know, how
Yeah.
am I going to get to work? Should I go to work? Who's going to take care of my children? What's going to happen to my family? Or what is important to many people. And so that in itself creates stress for people. And so it's important for us to take the time, just like we take care of our physical health, for us to take care of our mental health.
Yeah, you have that immediate trauma, and then you have that longer term trauma that might not pop up right away. So identifying that, knowing there's help to address both is really key. Anna Gonzalez, thank you so much for your time this morning. We do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.